Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. Well, today we are going to review and test the BioLite Camp Stove 2 bundle, or the BioLite 2. Now, I showed this on one of my payday preps a while back, and I'm just now getting around to testing it out, so I hope you guys enjoy this. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So as you can see, the BioLite Camp Stove bundle, well, this is actually the BioLite 2, and this is the bundle that comes with it. Now, you can purchase this stove setup just with the BioLite, or you can purchase the bundle like I did here. Now, if you all watched my previous payday prep, I don't know which one it was, 2 or 3 ago, where I purchased this for $199, and I think it's a great deal, especially since Amazon will not ship this to me. I just happened to come across it at my PX on base. So what I'm going to do here is, obviously I've already unboxed this, so I'm going to show you everything that comes with it, and then we're going to turn it on, test it out. Unfortunately, I had to get some scrap wood from my scrap wood pile. I tried to get some twigs this morning, but it's early in the morning still, and there's a lot of dew and wetness on all of the twigs, and the wood's laying on the ground. So we're just going to go with some standby, nice and dry scraps. So let's get started. So starting off, this purchase came with an instruction manual for the BioLite itself, for the stove itself, an instruction manual for the grill, and one for the kettle. In addition to that, it came with some fire starting material, which we will be using today. It came with a couple of pouches, one where you can fit everything together as far as the stove and the kettle, and also one where you can just fit the kettle if you like. It came with the stove unit itself. This is the BioLite 2, and what this unit does is it's pretty amazing. I like the technology behind it. When you connect this to the stove, what's going to happen is the flame, the heat of the flame is going to heat this element, and it's going to help to produce electricity. Now right here, there is a USB connector that you can plug into to power your personal devices like a cell phone or a tablet. In addition to that, you can also charge this device with a little mini USB that's on the bottom, so you can actually charge this as well. To turn it on, it's really easy. All you have to do is just press the button, and you can see right there when you press the button that it tells you how much battery life you have, and you can see we're probably at about 20% or so. And all you have to do is just press it again to turn on the fan. Let me see if you guys can hear the fan. You hear that? And the fan has 4 different modes. Right there is the highest, and what that does is that helps with your flame inside of the stove. And to turn it off, all you have to do is do a long press, and it turns everything off. Now, in order to connect this system to your stove, what you have to do is you have to take this front leg, the one that has this little yellow bracket, bring it all the way in. You're going to insert this element through the hole right there at an angle. And then you'll see in the bottom where this little bracket goes in here. See that? Now when you flip up your leg, it's going to lock it in place. And now it's locked in place. All we have to do now is go ahead and put some wood in there, light it up, and we'll be ready to go. But first, let me show you the rest. I really like that it came with this pitcher. And this, ladies and gentlemen, from what I can tell, is a pretty high quality pitcher. It's made out of all stainless steel. You can see how it's constructed. Pretty good construction. It has a nice big and sturdy handle. I really like this. And it has the capacity. I'm not sure if you guys can see it in here, but in here you'll see that it says 6 cups, and just above that 1.5 liters. And it's graduated from the bottom up, from 2 cups to 4 cups to 6 cups, from 0.5 liters to 1 liter to 1.5 liter. In addition to that, the pitcher came with a cover, which seems pretty nice, very easy to pour. Usually when people are out camping or doing outdoor stuff, one of the main things that they try to do with their stove is to heat water. This is a perfect companion for this, for heating water. And the first test we're going to do with this is to heat up some water, see how long it takes. It may take a little longer today because right now it's about 35 degrees outside. So we'll see what happens with that. But we'll time it and everything. It came with a grill, and this grill is pretty neat. This is just the cover for it. And the way you take it off is you just flip this off, and then you should be able to take the cover right off. Oh, make sure you don't drop everything on the floor as you do it. And that's your grill. The idea is that you take your grill, you open the legs, you open these legs, and then you take it and you set it over the stove, and look at that. It's nice and sturdy. Those legs really do a lot for them. It's nice and sturdy. I'm not sure how much weight this could take, but it could definitely take a little bit of weight. So we'll see how that works out later on as well. Maybe we'll put a hot dog or something on there and see what happens. All right, so that's our grill. And it also has a vent that will let you vent out any excess heat that you don't want. However, most of the heat is going to be trapped in here, and it's going to be spread out throughout the grill. It also came with an LED light that you can connect to the unit while you're using it to allow you to light up your cooking area. I think that's pretty neat. In addition to that, it has a small USB wire that allows you to go ahead and power up the stove unit or the element. If you're not using any heat, you can actually power it up before you go camping, and then you'll know that you have some energy stored in that device so that your fan will work immediately and so that you will have some lights. And it came with a little plastic cup that goes inside of the pitcher, but you can just take it out and use it for whatever. Little plastic cup or bowl, whatever you want to use this for. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can light this up and see how it performs. Alrighty, I had to step back and go get my high-tech primitive lighting device. I'm not sure if you hear that, but it automatically turned the fan on as soon as that element started feeling some heat. If you can see this right here, it shows you that that element is generating electricity. That it's hot enough to generate electricity. Okay, now that this is going pretty good, and this is pretty awesome, ladies and gentlemen, take a look at how efficient that stove is. Not only does it generate its own power to power up that fan, but look at how efficient it is and the flame that it produces. So I've got about 2 cups of water in here. We're going to go ahead and put it on. Let me go ahead and get my timer out first. There's our timer. I hope that you guys can see that all right. Let's go ahead and put our water on and turn our timer on. We'll see how long it takes for that water to come to a boil. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and get some coffee ready. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I don't just say that this is awesome coffee just to say it. This coffee is awesome. For those of you that don't know, I am affiliated with Nutrient Survival, and they make awesome coffee that's infused with vitamins. I believe it's 13 vitamins that this coffee has in it. And I feel like having a strong coffee today, so I'm going to go ahead and pour the whole pack in there. Usually, I only pour about a half of a pack because it's really strong coffee. But today, we're going to go for it today, ladies and gentlemen. We're at 45 seconds, and now I'm going to be quiet and let this go on and see how long it takes for it to boil. I forgot to put the lid on, but I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on, so hopefully I'm just going to place it on top so that hopefully it'll allow it to boil a little faster. Let's check and see if it needs any more wood. And it does. So as you can see, we're at about 4 minutes and 20 seconds. And you can see that the water is starting to get pretty warm. Or pretty hot. The bubbles are starting to form in the bottom, which is a prelude to boiling. So 4 minutes and 30 seconds or 5 minutes may seem like a lot of time, ladies and gentlemen, but remember that we're not using gas, we're using wood, right? So we have to actually let it come up to heat. As you saw, I had to add some more wood. But as you can see, look at the flames coming out. It's pretty impressive, really, to tell you the truth. Let's turn the fan up and see if it... I'm pretty sure you can hear that. The fan is on high now. Well, it's one notch below high. And that flame is just coming out the sides. You can see them coming out the sides right there. Pretty impressive. So far, I'm liking this. Our water is just about to a boil, and we're at 5 minutes and 20 seconds, which really, when you think about it, is really not a lot of time to get 2 cups of water. If it was 1 cup of water, which is all I really need for my coffee, it would have already been boiling, I'm assuming. But I'm pretty impressed so far. Try to see if I can show you guys the temperature. I'm going to stick this in there. As you can see, it's on, and right now it's showing 55 and dropping a little because it is cold out here. But let's see what it reads. And I hope you guys can see that. Right now it's reading 180 degrees, which is perfect for coffee, by the way. You know what? I think I'm going to call it good on this. This water is 180 degrees, and that's perfect for my coffee. I'm going to go ahead and put some wood in there so that it can get ready for my breakfast. So now I'm going to lower this to low. That way it doesn't use up all my fuel before I come back. I'm going to go ahead and get me a frying pan with my hot dogs and eggs. Alright, I'm enjoying my coffee here, and now I'm going to go ahead and put a frying pan over this so that it can warm up. I have a few more pieces of wood there. Let's see how this balances it. As you can see, I got a big old glob of ghee on there. And this table is a little off balance, so my eggs will probably go to this side. It's definitely not like cooking on top of your stove top because you can't really control the heat. So there is definitely somewhat of a learning curve. So you're not going to be doing, in my opinion, any refined cooking on this stove. But it will get water hot and it will cook food, as you see me doing here. What I think I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to push all of this to the side so I can finish cooking up. And I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple slices of bread. Just put it over here so it'll warm up. And what we'll do is later on tonight, maybe for dinner or so, I'll go ahead and get this grill going and put the grill attachment on. Show you guys how the grill attachment works on this. So far, I have to say that I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, the efficiency of this stove, it's so efficient that I'm pretty happy with that part. And it really goes through wood pretty quick. Let's see how much wood is in there right now. See if we have to put in another piece. Well, let's see if we can stuff this piece in there. There you go. But it does fulfill its intended purpose that you can just get scraps of wood or twigs as long as they're pretty well dried so that you can cook it wherever you are. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab my bread. It's not toasted, but it's nice and warm. And I'm going to start putting all of this stuff over it. I probably didn't even need to put that extra bit of wood in there. But yeah, it's definitely cooking it really well. Not bad at all. Let's see how much wood we have left. And look at that, there's still plenty of fire in there for me to keep cooking. But let's take a quick look and see, while we're already here, let's take a quick look and see if it will turn on my phone, if it will charge my phone. Let's see if this is, yep, it's like this. All right, let's see if it'll turn it on. Look at that. And it shows that it's charging right there. Hopefully you guys can see that. That's pretty cool. All right, not too bad. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we'll see you later on. I'm going to try that grill out next. Now I'm going to get to eating. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I made it to Billy and Dee's house last night. Well, my family did, and we ended up staying for dinner, so I never ended up cooking those sausages on the grill. But as you can see, I just put the grill attachment on here, and I loaded it with wood and started it, and this thing just produces such an awesome flame that I'm still amazed with it. So what I'm going to do now, and it's pretty early in the morning right now, it's about 5:30 in the morning, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cook that sausage now and just put it in the fridge and have it ready for lunch. But I also wanted to show you how this light works, and as you can see, it works pretty good. It's actually pretty bright. I wore a headlamp out here just because, and then I remembered about the light that it comes with, and it works great. One thing that I really like about the grill attachment is that when you need more wood in there, all you have to do is open up this lid and just put your wood in there, and you're good to go. And then when you close the lid, what that does is it helps to disperse the heat throughout the grill. See that? It just helps to disperse the heat right throughout the grill. Let's see what temperature it is up here on the grill. Now, as you can see, it's about 38, 37 degrees. It's actually a little cooler than that out here because I was holding this by the wand, so it's cooling down. But it's about 35 degrees outside right now. And as you can see, this is really, really hot. We'll put it on there for a couple of seconds. Oops. We'll put it on there for a couple of seconds just so you can get an idea of how hot this really gets. So I'll probably have to turn the fan down so that it doesn't burn the sausage that I'm going to put in there. You can see that lid is just radiating red. So this is really hot. Let's see where we're at. Right now it's showing about 400 degrees or so. It was at 430 and it's just coming down quickly because I took it off the fire. But I'm going to go ahead and turn down my fan to low, which all I have to do that is just click this button right here. Right there, we got it to low. You probably heard how the flame started going when I got on high. And we're going to go ahead and pop a couple of sausages on each side. Look at that, we got 5 Italian sausages on there. I don't hear any sizzling, so let me go ahead and put the fan on medium. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but every time that you click the button, the fan goes up 1 notch, and that right there is on the 2nd notch, and it takes 4 notches to put it on high. We're going to see how that cooks. I'm going to get some more wood in case I need to load this back up. 560 degrees, and that's as high as it'll go. So it's cooking it pretty hot heat. One thing I've noticed is that it goes through the wood pretty darn quick, and one of the reasons for that is because this wood is so dry. So let's see how it's cooking these guys. And I was looking at this grill as well, thinking that it would be a pain in the butt kind of to cook with this grill because of cleaning it. But it looks like this grill will be pretty easy to clean. Let's open that up and see if we can see how our sausages are doing. They seem to be almost done. Let's check the other side. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have to say that I'm very impressed with this. I really like it. I think it's a great product. If you do end up getting this, I would recommend the grill as well. I think this grill is an outstanding attachment, especially since what I thought in the beginning was wrong. This looks like it's going to be very easy to clean and not very hard to clean at all. You're just going to end up scrubbing it off with a brush, putting a little bit of soap and water to it. It should be good to go. And as far as the efficiency, can't beat it. I mean, you can literally do this with whatever little twigs you find on the ground. And if I would have thought about it yesterday afternoon, I would have gone ahead and collected some twigs that were dry. But early in the morning, the twigs on the ground, they're just way too wet. I think that we are completely cooked. I'm going to take this. Look at that. Oh, I dropped some grease on it. Look at that. Definitely don't want to burn them. And now what I'll do is I'm just going to leave this open right here so that it can burn out faster. And I'm going to go get a knife so I can show you what the middle of these look like. That way you can see that they're nice and cooked. And I just spent the last 2 minutes talking, ladies and gentlemen, and the camera was not on. I just cut up one of these sausages, cut it up in the middle, and it is nice and cooked. I have to say that the cooking time was probably about 15 minutes from start to finish. And let's see what it tastes like. 6 o'clock in the morning is probably a little too early to be eating some Italian sausage, but I'm going to make that sacrifice for you guys. Now, it's easy for me to say this because I love Italian sausage, but these came out perfect. I'd have no problem cooking on these at all. And I'm pretty surprised that no matter where on the grill we cook these, they all pretty much cooked evenly. They all pretty much cooked the same. You know, I didn't have to shift anything around a lot. I just flipped them over a few times. And like I said, it cooked them really well. Nothing wrong with these. I'm definitely going to enjoy one of these now since I already started. I might as well finish it, ladies and gentlemen. We wouldn't want it to dry out. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to leave it at that. I have to say, I'm very happy with this little unit. If you guys want to take a look at it, I'm going to leave it in my Amazon storefront if they have it available. Last time I checked, it wasn't available, but they didn't ship to Alaska anyways. So, like I said, I'm really impressed with it. I really like it. Having said that, I hope you guys got something out of this. If anything, I hope you got a little bit of entertainment. Thank you very much for joining in. I truly do appreciate you guys spending a little bit of your time here with me every day or whenever I post a video. So I hope you guys have a great day and a great week ahead. Remember to be good to each other. When good people do good things happen. Remember to reach one, teach one, and repeat. If we all did this, the world would be a better place, and you know that it will be a better place. Many blessings to all of you and your families. This is Alaska Prepper. I'm out.